Hello, it's Fran. It hasn't been a good day here for reasons I won't go into at the moment, but I wanted to get this down before it slipped out of my head. The current political situation in the United States is not what anyone would call normal conflict between the parties or their ideologies or anything else. Normal is just not applicable. It's more of a brinksmanship sort of thing where one side is daring the other to suspend all the rules and go for the throat. For some years now, the Democrats, everybody to the left of center, has been acting as if they could trust that we on the right side of the political spectrum would never just say, the hell with civility, the hell with collegiality, the hell with social peace, and meet them with the tactics that they've adopted. The same viciousness, the same lack of concern for propriety, the same win or die sort of attitude that the left has brought to political interchange in our time. They don't seem to realize just how many of us have decided that if they will observe no rules, then neither will we. That if they don't care who gets hurt, then why should we? That if they consider it perfectly all right to go after private citizens, to take actions that would quite probably result in people's impoverishment, injury, death, you name it, that we would come to a point where we would be perfectly willing to say, all right, if those are the new rules, we'll play by them too. No holds barred. But that's the state of affairs. That's where we stand right now. An increasing number of people who for decades have believed that the most important thing on our agenda, our list of constraints, I don't know what word to use for it, was not to descend to their level, have decided, hey, our backs are to the wall. They want to play rough, we'll show them how rough we can get. Maybe they do realize it. Maybe they think they can continually outbid us until we fold our cards and walk away. That is not going to happen. Not because the future of the country in some abstract political economy sense is at stake, though it is, but because the left, by its actions, has given us to understand that no one anywhere is safe from their depredations. They want us dead, and they've made it obvious. Dead or enslaved. The country can't go on like this. The battle must be fought to a conclusion. And if that conclusion requires that one side or the other be completely eliminated, then so be it. That is how it will be. I don't like the idea. There may be sane people remaining among the liberals and the progressives who wouldn't like it any better than I do. But the forward pressure from their side is toward all-out chaos, blood running in the gutters. If we start at the top, the destruction of the Democrat Party as a political entity, as a major party, would mean the total transformation of the American political system. We've had a functioning two-party system, effectively two-party, two major parties, for a long, long time now, roughly back to the Civil War years. If one of the major parties should collapse, there's no telling what would become of the political dynamic, especially at the federal level. But the political aspects of things are probably less important than the social, economic, and personal things. People are shedding friends that they've had for 40, 50 years over politics. Families are dissolving over this crap. Neighborhoods are coming apart. Identity politics plays a role, but to the greatest extent, it's because of differences in which candidates we support for high office. Not even what they believe, not even what they stand for, but their names and the letter in parentheses after those names. A lot of commentators have talked in recent years about the accelerating atomization of American society, how fewer and fewer of us are linked in substantial ways, have substantial ongoing interactions with others among us. And there's been a lot of talk about how the internet is part of this, and smartphones, and the kids these days, and what have you, and I don't care. The trend itself is what matters. And that trend is accelerating under the pressure of our political deterioration. What will you do should you go to the supermarket one day and some assistant manager decide not to take your money? That the store won't sell you anything because you're a member of the wrong party. You backed the wrong presidential candidate. What will you do if one of your children becomes seriously ill and you have to rush him to a hospital and the admitting nurse says, no, we don't treat Republicans here? What will you do if your neighborhood should become so fractious that one of the adult members of your household must be awake at all times and vigilant for vandals, thieves, and general mischief? It hasn't been that way in the United States for a long time. But when civility breaks down, when political animosities rise to a certain level, this is what you get. It won't be a cleanly demarcated sort of thing like the Civil War. It will be far more intimate than that. It will not know boundaries of any kind. And because of what has passed in the past few years, roughly since the election of Donald Trump, we stand at the brink of that chaos. Please, God, don't let it happen. But God helps those who help themselves. Not so? I'm not sure what I can do about it, aside from continue to write and talk and think. Maybe you have more possibilities. Please give it a few moments' thought. I don't want to lose this country. I don't want to lose the Renaissance civilization we have built here. I don't want to lose the sense of safety that comes from living among civilized people. And somehow I don't think you want to lose any of those things either, whoever you are that's listening to this. Would you please help me to pull us all back from the edge of the abyss? May God bless and keep you.